Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about temptation and dealing with temptation as a Christian. Welcome to the Life of Christ YouTube channel. Let's dig right into it. So we're going to start off with a verse. Hebrews 2 verse 18. It says, "For since he himself was tempted in that which he has suffered, he is able to come to the aid of those who are tempted." See, temptation is something that us as humans deal with every day. And we can gather from this verse that Jesus was tempted too, and because of that, we know that temptation is not a sin, because Jesus has never sinned. So you might ask yourself, what is temptation? Temptation is an invitation to sin, and therefore temptation is not of God. We can gather this from James 1 verse 13, "For God cannot be tempted by evil, and he himself does not tempt anyone." See, Satan is roaming the earth like a lion, seeking to devour people. 1 Peter 5 verse 8. God does not want us to be tempted. In fact, in the Lord's Prayer, we ask that it leads us not in temptation. How do I deal with this temptation, or how do I overcome this temptation? In Matthew 26 verse 41, it tells us that keep watching and praying that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Prayer. As soon as you are tempted, as soon as you have any struggles, the first thing you have to do is pray, because God is always on your side and he will always answer your prayers. In fact, in Psalms 145:18, it tells us that the Lord is near to all those who call upon him, to all who call upon him in truth. Step 1 is to pray, and step 2 is to attack that temptation with the sword of the Spirit, baby. See, every time Jesus was tempted, he answered with one thing: "For it is written." You see, the sword of the Spirit is the word of God, and after you have prayed, recite or read out loud words of encouragement and verses that will remind you that you are not in this alone. Step 3 is going to be a bit harder than the other two steps. Step 3 is going to be to get rid of the problem. Matthew 5 verse 29 says, "If your right eye makes you stumble, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better for you to lose one part of the body than to have your whole body thrown into hell." So no, this isn't exactly saying what you think it is, but what it is saying is that a drastic measure should be taken if necessary. Remove, avoid, or turn away from all things that make you tempted. If it is a friend that's tempting you, unfortunately you're going to have to unfriend him on Facebook. If you're struggling with porn, you're going to have to download an app that stops you from being able to see these problematic pages. You're going to have to keep your phone away from you when you sleep at night and not take it into the toilet with you. You see, you have to find a solution to your problem and fix it. And so, last but not least, step 4. Step 4 is to find yourself a good Christian friend. You are not in this alone, and you have people that are always going to be there to help you. You see, in Proverbs 18 verse 24, it says, "One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer to him than a brother." A friend that you can trust, that him or her is willing to help you through this. Talk to them every time you have that struggle, and meet up with them in victory of overcoming the temptation every week and month. You see, I once had this problem, and I had my youth pastor who helped me through it. And every 40 days, we would have a celebration where we could go have a milkshake or something, and I could just be so grateful that I'm overcoming this victory over the temptations that I've had. In Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 to 10, it tells us that 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up, but pity anyone who falls, and there's no one there to help him up. So guys, thank you for watching this. Like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content. My name is Tristan Pawson, and I'm alive for Christ.